Well, the Rapid City Rush and the Wheeling Nailers take each other on Military Appreciation Night tonight. Big crowd expected for the biggest game on the schedule all year. Dave Smith, Rush head coach and GM, alongside. So another 4-3 game. Wheeling does enough to win. Fall behind early in the first period, get to within a goal in the third period, just cannot find the back of the net one more time in another hard-fought game for you guys and a 4-3 decision. What you see in last night's game?
Well, I thought our effort was really high. We need to clean some things up after the first period, but our effort was really high. We shot ourselves in the foot with a shorthanded goal against. When we were pushing, I think our guys did a lot of good things against a really good Wheeling team. But we've got to find a way to just be a little more consistent. Again, it was about 5-6 minutes on Wednesday, and just a couple plays last night, and we had a chance to shoot it in the net on the power play and just made one extra pass that didn't go in the net. So there's just a few things that if we can clean those up, we can come out on top.
How did you guys clean things up after the first period? It's 3-1 going into it. Second period, you get 21 shots and Wagner's goal, another one late in the third. How did you clean things up after the first?
Well, we did what we talked about doing, but more consistently. We managed pucks. There's a lot of pace in the game, and I thought we got a little cute in the first, and we just eliminated that in the second and the third. So we get a lot of energy when we take pucks to the net, when we shoot pucks, and I think you saw that in the second period. And we got a real nice power play goal from Wags, and had some other chances, but didn't score. And then in the third, everything is going right until they get the shorthanded goals. So just got to stay with it.
We've talked about the styles in different divisions, and the Mountain Division's wide open offensively. That second period was up and down shooting gallery, 40 combined shots, Rush at 21, and the only goal. Do you like coaching when the period's like that, wide open, not many whistles, and so many shots on net?
I like not many whistles. I like when we have a lot of shots on net. But, a coach's objective is to control play, win the shooting, win the shots, win the scoreboard, win everything. So when it's going back and forth, it might be entertaining, but we're trying to keep doing the good and eliminate anything that's not as good.
You look at Wheeling and how stout they are defensively and offensively, good numbers too. But it seems like you've disrupted a lot of exits and plays in the zone from them, and you've caused some turnovers and capitalized on that. What have you liked defensively, neutral zone, really all three areas against a top-placed team in Wheeling?
Well, we've generated a good number of chances on them. We've been good on the forecheck. We've been pretty good in the D zone. The first night, they got a couple opportunistic goals, and then last night, they got 2 goals off the rush, off almost a set forecheck that they just skated by us. And if there's 10 things you got to do well, and we did 8 of them well last night, the 2 things we didn't cost us the game. So we've got to keep doing those things well, add the 1%, 2% more, and find a way to come out on top.
We've talked about how hockey's a game of mistakes, not just inches, and how teams like Wheeling, first-place teams, find a way to do just enough and win those games. Is that small difference, just those 1 or 2 things that you don't do out of the 10, and Wheeling finds a way to capitalize?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot different in the game last night. They got a few more pucks to the net, especially early, and they play very consistent with their pucks. And again, we give too many shots up in the first period because we turned too many pucks over. And it wasn't a ton, but I think 5 was too many. That probably led to 8 shots against. So ideally, we're trying to play the perfect game, and Wheeling does a really good job, and they just sooner or later you're going to capitalize on one, and they did.
Since February 20th, that's 7 games. The Rush power play is 7 for 15. That's just under 50%. It's 46.7%. You credited Peter Drikos and his work he's done on the power play, and it showed yet again, and Ryan Wagner kind of took that power play over. When you're short 3 forwards, playing with a full lineup, but still short 3 guys, 2 of them who would be on power play 1, how important was that to see Wagner and Bennett and that top line, power play and 5-on-5, just take the game over and score 3 of your goals?
Well, I thought Wagner and Bennett and Beal played really, really well together. The formula going in when you lose, center 1, center 2, and center 3 from the game before was you got to be even or better on special teams. You got to have your top line carry you, and you need good goaltending. We were not even or better because we gave up a shorthanded goal. I thought we got good enough goaltending. So the recipe was right there. We just didn't get it done.
How'd you like your lineup? As you said, centers 1, 2, and 3 gone. Davis, Olsen, Ekstrom. Connor Joyce having to go up and fill in. Giroux comes in, Klotz comes in, so you have a full 12 and 6. How'd you like your lineup overall last night?
Yeah, I thought we were okay. We had to make a few adjustments in game in terms of personnel. We switched some guys around. I thought, Giroux, I thought he had a really nice first game. He had a couple scoring chances, looked poised and comfortable with the puck, and his IQ and, those things were very good in the game. We asked guys to fill their role, and I don't think anybody was really outside their role. But we all had to play hard, and I thought the guys competed. Again, we always start with effort and attitude. I thought we had that. I thought we had a positive effort and attitude. Execution can improve the consistency, but the lineup, I thought they did well.
Yeah, first pro game for Zachary Giroux. 5'6", 165 out there on the box score, and you did mention how he plays bigger than he is or wants to with his strength, even though he knows he's undersized. What'd you like out of his lower center of gravity? And again, a breakaway he nearly scored on last night.
Yeah, really nice move, goalie. Very good goalie. Got his stick on it. I think he had a couple good scoring chances. I thought he showed an understanding of the game and wasn't wowed by the pace or anything. I thought it was good to get back another shot tonight.
All right, Military Appreciation Night tonight. Big crowd expected, probably in the area of 5,000. It's always the biggest game every year. I know this is the one where you might be feeling a little bit from Jared Reed, our president. I say it as well. It's the game that if you're going to win one, got to be this one. How do you get everyone, rally the troops, so to speak, and get a win here tonight?
Well, you hope that the guys recognize and feel that presence of a special night and a big crowd, and just gives them a little extra jump. We've still got to be calm and collected in how we play and intelligent, but the guys in the room and us, every game is important. There hasn't been one game through 54 that we said, let's just be average on this one. So this is an important night for the fans. It's an important night for the military appreciation. They mean so much to us and many others. I know our guys, we did let them know in our message to them last night that it's a sellout or near sellout tonight, and you just hope it brings a little extra juice, a little extra jam, and the home fans being loud and proud can maybe give us an extra goal.
We've seen in the bigger crowds this year, veterans, you got to win on that game. New Year's Eve, a win then in a shootout. The Worcester game, the Black Hills Brawl, that was the biggest crowd of the year, and the Rush came out and got a win in that final game of the series. It seems like the guys have responded well to just looking around and hearing and seeing 5,000 people here.
Yeah, they love the fans here. The fans have been good in those special events. Like I said, it gives just a little extra juice, a little extra energy, a little extra physical play, which is important to us. So we're hoping that what you just said holds true again.
All right, Dave, thank you.
Thank you.